Good, y'all. Listen, look, I'm not even gotta say this.
Why are we acting like this is not Don't get your fucking
There's nothing wrong with hate. You've got to hate some things with a passion. And destruction, they must dislike and hate with a passion.
Hello. So good to be here. The usual. So good to be here. So good to be here. Hold up. She really takes my breath away. All right. Today is Wednesday. I know I ain't been live on a Wednesday in a minute, y'all. It's been so long. Wednesday used to be one of my usual days, but I had to stop going live on Wednesdays. Actually, it was one of my usual days a while ago, though. But I'll be working on Wednesdays. Now I don't work on Wednesdays. I just changed my schedule. I work on Thursdays. So instead of going live tomorrow, we're live right now. And a lot of times I don't even be going live on Thursdays. I go live on Fridays and mess around. And I don't work on Fridays, so I can still go live on Fridays. But sometimes I do be popping up and I just go live like Thursday. Especially recently, I've been I think I've been live a couple times on Thursday specifically. So yeah, we're here with it on a Wednesday night. All right. So good to be here, but just making sure you know in the future. Wednesdays we might bring Wednesdays back. We're gonna see. It's still like Thursday. I mean Fridays though and Mondays. So but Wednesdays we might be adding to the repertoire. All right. Anyways, hope you all have a wonderful week. You ain't see my text? Hell no, I ain't see your text. What text you sent me? Wow. I didn't even know he left. That's insane. Well, it's too late now, isn't it? I did not see that though. B1 Night Rider. What's up, Kid Gravity? I ain't see you in a minute. The informant. Hello. So yeah, we got a couple things to get into, some heavy things to get into tonight. Actually, so we're gonna ease our way into it. You know, we don't just dive in. They be trying to demonetize me. First things first, before I do anything, let me play this clip because we are going to get into a news clip. Actually, a couple, I think. So let's get this out of the way. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All right, you know we got to get that out of the way so we can get the business. First things first. Now y'all know DC. Allegedly, well, the National Guard, they were supposed to leave last Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't been seeing them as much. Let me say that, but I don't think they're gone. Let me say that. Oh, you know what? I should have sent a video to myself. You know those little Air Force Ones planes, like the planes where it's like a bunch of planes or like jets. I think they jets because they was going hella fast, but they're all like together, synchronized, like flying. Them niggas was going through I caught them like 2 days in a row going to work on the highway, and they was close as hell. So I'm like, bro, that got to be the military. Somebody goes, why the fuck are they flying? These niggas right over the highway. That was so close. I thought it was a car behind me that was speeding. Mind you, I'm in bumper to bumper traffic. I'm like, who the fuck is speeding like that? And ain't nowhere to drive. Swear to God, I look up and the thing is going right over top of me. Insane. And then up into the air and go and do some weird shit. I don't know. So yeah, I don't think they're gone because they're supposed to be. I know he was talking about going to Chicago and all this other stuff. So anyways, point is, I think the niggas are still out here. Now, what's interesting is there was a protest just last week. This was a week ago. There was a protest out in DC. I heard nothing about this protest. We about to get into it. I heard nothing about this damn protest. Nothing. But let me play this video right quick because the brother covered it. And this was, I'm like, I don't know how this happened, and I heard nothing about it. That's insane. But here we go.
Breaking fuck the news. So today in Washington, there was a Washington, D.C. walk.
I'm with Tori, and you see my story, and that cart was absolutely egregious. I did survive, unfortunately. Egregious.
The news ain't even covering this shit. I wonder why. A lot of people out there. Somehow you've been lost in the sauce about the situation going on in Washington. People in Washington are marching against what Donald Trump approved not too long ago. Having the police take over Washington, having the homeless removed, having their stuff just tossed out like it didn't matter. They are marching because they want their city back. They're marching for the freedom and the rights of others. And again, this ain't being televised. This ain't even being advertised. News outlets, where you at? Why is this not being shown to the rest?
Yeah, shout out to this brother. I don't think he has no ill will, but I don't think he got the right idea. Cause it's too much mayonnaise on this sandwich. I know y'all looking at what I'm looking at. Let me mute him. Look at what I'm looking at. Tell me it ain't way too much mayonnaise on this sandwich. It's not way too much mayonnaise on this sandwich. Please, y'all ain't tell me y'all ain't saying what I'm saying. Not only is there too much mayonnaise, but it's way too many foreign flags. I'm like, how is anybody fighting for their city back? And ain't no damn American flags out here. I see a Palestinian flag. I don't even know what the hell flag that is. That looks like some sort of, I was about to say Islamic, but I don't think that's Islamic. That's something else. This is not American shit. So I'm trying to figure out that's why I'm like, where is this protest at? Because, and then even if you look at some of the signs, I'm like, what was this protest for? It says, stop killing. What does that sign say right there? Stop killing children with a Palestinian flag. So this looks like some Israel, Gaza. Like this has nothing to do with American citizens. Definitely not Black American citizens. Because I'm like, how the hell? I'm thinking this is like maybe one of them No Kings protests or something. Because that was a bunch of white people too who did that. And I didn't really know nothing about those. They kind of fell flat, to be real. But this one, I'm like, what is this? And I'm just seeing all these foreign flags. Honestly, this don't even look like the same thing, but I'm seeing all these foreign flags. I'm like, bro, this is not about him having no damn military here. This is about them trying to get them people, trying to get American soldiers out of their country. I think that's what this is more so about. Or trying to get America to stop backing Israel's play. This ain't got nothing to do with no damn No Kings. This ain't got nothing to do with us. I'm like, I don't know where that was coming from, but that's the vibe that I was getting. Now, I did look into it, and I found this one little article. Let me see. Apparently, it was a student. It was started by some students. Let me see. It says, we will fight back. Trump hit with protests from over 1,000 students. So this apparently it was started by some students. As U.S. President Donald Trump expands with his authoritarian takeovers of Democratic-led cities, more than 1,000 students from 4 universities in Washington, D.C. walked out due to protests to protest the Republicans' recent actions in the national capital. Students from American University, Georgetown University, George Washington University, and Howard University are protesting Trump's deployment of National Guard troops and federalization of the police, which have also provoked a lawsuit from the D.C. Attorney General Brian Schwab and congressional resolution that aims to stop his takeover. Okay, so they're doing it. Apparently, the students started it to try to stop him from taking over. But wow, again, what does that got to do with Palestine and all this stuff? Like, what is up with all them different, like that did not look organized. Let me say that. If that's what y'all went out there for, that ain't look like that's what it was out there for. Students are showing the country that we won't be silent while Trump tries to strip DC residents of our rights. When Trump sends federal forces into DC, he is trying to intimidate and silence us. But students are proving that we will fight back to reject Trump's dangerous authoritarianism. Look at this. This is a clip right here too. Oh, it doesn't have no sound. It doesn't have no sound. So this is a clip of a bunch of students. I don't know. They don't even look the same. Honestly, that other protest didn't even look the same. I'm like, is that supposed to be it? I don't know if people was out there for different reasons, but that didn't look like no damn organized protest. Because I was not get the police out of our cities. I mean, get the military out of us. That's not the idea I was getting from that clip I just seen. Trump's federal takeover is a direct attack on democracy and the people's Washington, D.C. Okay, yeah, I don't really got to read all this, but okay, so I get it. Some students got together trying to protect democracy, fight for democracy against Trump. Okay, I get it. I get it, but I don't know. I think that was a little, again, too much mayonnaise for my sandwich. I wouldn't have participated in that anyways. But the fact that I hear nothing about it, I don't know, it just looks weird. That did not seem like a genuine Didn't seem like somebody that came from the grassroots. I don't know. So they got fighter dress for a couple YNs. That's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like. I don't know why them damn dress was out here, but them joints was definitely on the highway. It was insane. Hold on, let me see. Let me pull this up too. You know, I'm trying to tread lightly because y'all know the right wing of the bird, should I say, is hurt right now after oh boy got up out of here. So yeah, they real salty right now. They taking down people's content and you know all type. I meant to ask what you call if he got his video back up, if anything came from that, but if he even emailed them back. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on with surrounding censorship. Let me say that. So yeah, just trying to tread lightly. You know, I'm already side-eyeing my videos I put up. Like, I hope these niggas don't try to get me because they might. And I got all my videos, all clips on all type of my platforms. So yeah, just you know. Ignorance is outrage, everything between. Although I did hear something, I was just on live with Afro earlier, and somebody said Trump was trying to get rid of like all forms of censorship or some shit like that. Should I look that? Nah, it's going to deter from what the hell I was talking about. Y'all know about that. I might talk about it on my next live, but I did hear about that earlier. I forgot. I would have pulled something to that up so I could have talked about it there. Now let me play this. Mayor Browser. Now, mind you, Mayor Browser, this is the mayor of Maryland. Mind you. This woman, not Maryland, DC. Mind you, this woman has been flip-flopping the whole damn time. Trump has been taking over DC. Okay, she has been flipped to the flopping. At first, she was on some, I'm not with it. I don't think we need it. The crime is low. It's the lowest it's ever been. This is ridiculous. He's taking over. I think she was one of the first people I heard use that terminology, actually, the terminology federal takeover. So yeah, she was up on the Breakfast Club whining and, you know, we're not with Trump and Trump is da-da-da-da. Okay, cool. Now she turns around and does this, okay? After she talks about how we didn't need the federal takeover, Trump was basically doing too much. Crime was already low and declining. This is her now.
Surge has had a significant increase on crime in Washington, D.C. And we greatly appreciate the surge of officers that enhance what MPD has been able to do in this city. The most significant thing that we are highlighting today is the area of crime that was most troubling for us in 2023. Now, we have driven it down over the last years, but I'm going to get my glasses so I can make sure I can see it correctly. But for carjackings, the difference between this period, this 20-day period of this federal surge and last year represents a 87% reduction in carjackings in Washington, D.C. We know that when carjackings go down, when the use of gun goes down, when homicide or robbery go down, neighborhoods feel safer and are safer. So this surge has been important to us for that reason. Federal surge has had a significant.
Now, I am happy. Of course, I'm happy about the fact, or I like the fact that carjackings are down. That's what's up. One of the first things I said, I mean, really, one of the main concerns that was voiced, at least by a lot of DC residents, was the fact that their cars always getting broken into. That's why nobody likes to drive in DC. Nobody likes to park on the street specifically in DC, because your car always getting broken into, a window getting, and it's not even somebody always stealing some shit. It's just a damn window being broke. It's egregious. Or your car being stolen, like literally. I've actually know a couple people. My father's car was stolen. The police found the shit, but somebody literally stole my father's car. Twice actually. That's what I was thinking since I've been up here. Damn, that's insane. They stole his car twice actually. But yeah, so to say the least, it's not uncommon. Okay, I know a couple people who that has happened to. You can easily leave your car run inside the convenience store for 2 seconds. Depending on where you at, that motherfucker might be gone by the time you get back. Okay, so the fact that the carjackings is down, that's what's up. But I have a problem because the only reason, let me not say the only reason, What I believe the main reason the carjackings is down is because nobody's outside. If you go to DC, nobody is out there, motherfucker, for real. Well, at least nobody was while they was here. They started having more events and stuff like that in DC, so people started to pop back out in this city because you're not seeing as much police presence. But when they was out, yeah, it was, you know, it wasn't nobody outside. When the police was out there, nobody's out there. So, of course, carjackings is down, nigga, because nobody's outside and nobody's coming from outside the city into the city to party. Everybody's leaving the city to party now. Niggas was partying in Maryland and Virginia while the feds was here. So I'm just saying, not to be pessimistic or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, when they leave, y'all don't think the numbers gonna go back up? What I'm saying, this is not, and this was my problem from the beginning. This is not a permanent solution. Just having a bunch of feds walking through the streets like they police officers and giving these niggas, giving them regular fucking jobs basically, but empowering them in these regular ass jobs, it doesn't do anything but really scare people. You're fear mongering. Of course. Like, why would, that's just you got to be a dumbass criminal to come to a city where you know there's federal agents at. Especially the illegals. We ain't gonna even talk about, I'm not even just talking about FBA or American citizen criminals. I'm on non-Americans, non-illegal, let me say that, American citizens. So what about them? They're avoiding DC too. There are a lot of them, the illegals take up a lot of the crime here as well. So yeah, they're in hiding because ICE is out to get their asses. So all I'm saying is when them niggas leave, are we going to return, back to the same state? I would not be surprised, okay? Because having the police is not a permanent solution. It's not. It's a temporary solution to what can be a permanent problem if it's not corrected. So yeah, we're gonna see. I think Wes Moore was still saying that he's not with the police. He's not having the feds over here. So the feds ain't been in Maryland for real. But yeah, I don't know. I don't trust Mayor Browser though, man. I'm sorry. She too flip-floppy for me. I can't rock with that baby girl. You act like you were so vehemently against this man and what he was doing just for you to turn around and be like, yeah, well, carjackings, well, duh. I'm sure a lot of things are down, even though a lot of crimes were already down. Remember, you said that when he came. The crime was already down. Remember, it was the lowest it had been last year in the last 6 years. She said that. So, duh, of course crime is going to go down when you bring in fucking feds. Crime is definitely going to go down. But it's just what happens after they leave, because they can't stay here forever. Unless that's his plan. He trying to make them niggas stay forever. Martial law, 10-4 bonnet. I keep it on me. I know how I do. But no, now I seen this as well. This is Trump addressing. He's actually talking about Mary Browser. Let me see what he said. He mentioned Shirley, if I'm not mistaken. Doesn't he mention her? Let me just make sure. Federal government under my he stepped into the criminal mess. What is he talking about? Under my house. No longer corporate. Okay. Yeah, Trump says DC, this is what it is. Trump says DC police no longer cooperate with ICE, and threatens to declare a national emergency and federalize the district. So here's the thing, I guess Mayor Browser ain't feeling him. That's why I'm like, she too flip-floppy. Because how are you gonna say I'm so glad that the carjack is down, but then you can't use my police departments no more? What are you doing? What's going on? Let's read. Let me see what the hell is going on. The federal government under my auspice as President of the United States of America has stepped into the complete criminal mess that Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. Because of this, D.C. has gone from one of the most dangerous and murder-ridden cities in the U.S., which is not true. It wasn't the most dangerous before you came. I'm just saying. It was at some point, but not recently. And even around the world, to one of the safe around the world. Okay, that's a lot. Around the world is crazy. To one of the safest in just a few weeks. The place is absolutely booming with restaurants, stores, and businesses packed. And for the first time in decades, virtually no crime. It has been a beautiful thing to watch, but now under pressure from the radical left Democrats, Mayor Browser, who has resided over this violent criminal takeover of our capital for years, has informed the federal government that the Metropolitan Police Department will no longer cooperate with ICE in removing and relocating dangerous illegal aliens. Really? So she's saying that. That's interesting. She's not saying that you can't use them. She's just saying you can't use them to get the illegals out no more. Oh, yeah, she fucking up. Oh, yeah, she tripping. Oh, she's wilding. Now, if you would have said you can't use them to harass black people, I'm not letting y'all go up in the black neighborhoods just to harass black people, I'm with you. Right on. But you talking about they can't, nigga, what? I ain't know. Get them fucking illegals the fuck about here. I'm not, okay, now you lost me. You lost me. Okay, I'm fine with the nigga going around and swooping up these illegals. They got to go. Hey, look, I ain't mad at that. You lost me, man, bro. I'm not, no. Yeah, hold up. So let me see what he's talking about, though, because I'm just saying, if you was going to let them go through and sweep through black neighborhoods, you can let them sweep through some of these non-black neighborhoods and get these illegals about here. Where was I at? Mayor browser, form, removing illegal. If I allow this to happen, crime would come roaring back. Interesting. To the people and businesses of Washington, D.C., don't worry, I am with you and won't allow this to happen. I'll call a national emergency and federalize if necessary. So he said, if you ain't going to do it, baby, I'm going to make you. Hey, you thought I can't push that red button? I will. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again, President DJC. Yeah. Nah. I mean, I'm not mad at them getting these illegals up out of here. They got to go. So I'm not really mad at that. But again, Merrill Browson, you confusing, baby. You confusing. Are you with the carjackings going down and crime rates going down or not? In which way? Not only that, which way are you with going about it? Because you seem like you was fine with using the police to your benefit or for your agenda. Okay, you was fine for that. It's going against crime. Crime is down, so now you look better. That looks better on your track record. Crime went down because of what you allowed him to do. But now you're saying, I guess that's going to mess up your bag with your illegals. That's going to mess up some of your bag on the left because he's going to be fucking with illegals and you can't look like you back in his play when he get these illegals up out here. Maybe that's how she looking at it. Type time, even though she want the crime to go down. Maybe that's how she looking at it. It's the left side that's like, nah, you can't be looking like you aligned with this man. In any way, shape, or form. So I mean, if he does, he can. I'm not with him federalizing that. I don't know. Just because I think I'm with him getting illegals up out of here, but him going to the extent to making it a national emergency and federalizing them, I see that affecting black people negatively. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't trust that. Even though their main focus would, well, from what he's saying, will primarily be illegals. I just wouldn't trust that, man. I'm sorry. Y'all did enough. Luckily, we have thankfully, okay, shout out to the head. But thankfully, we have no incidents out here since the police been out here. Ain't been no shootings, no lynchings, nothing. We ain't had no crazy incidents since the police been out here, fortunately. So yeah, but I don't know. Stretching that out even further and then doing it with that political kind of, static right there. Yeah, I see black people catching the brunt of that blow. Okay, if something were to happen, I don't think that I wouldn't trust that. No, I'm not feeling that one. But yeah, egregious, outrageous, everything between. Yeah, I ain't with that. Now something else too I seen that was going on locally, just to keep up with my local news. They was trying to build a data center here in Maryland. Hold up, where that thing go? Oh, you know what? Hold on, let me look up on TikTok because I got this video. You know what? Let me hear. Now they was trying to. Yeah, hold up, because I want y'all to see the thing. They was trying to build a data center. Okay, here we go. Let me play this. Is this this is a good one. I got another video, but I just don't want to play that one first.
Centers in the county. Data center opponents in Prince George's County. The county executive says she is signing an executive order to put a temporary hold on data centers in the county. This all came to a head last week when hundreds of people turned out at a data center task force meeting. Many of them said they do not want a data center at the old Landover Mall site. That was a big mall near FedEx Field, which is now Northwest Stadium.
Absolutely not. And that's way too damn close to me. Hell to the no. Don't put that joint over there. I didn't even realize that was where I was going. Maybe I didn't look too forward to the video. Nigga, Landover Mall? Are you crazy? Right by FedEx? Are you crazy? No. That's not even, 20 miles from me? That's like, nigga, that's no. Hell to the no. I don't even know why would you even put this around in a city area? If y'all going to do anything like this, would make more sense in a more rural area, even though I wouldn't like it anyways because it's not good for the environment. But why the fuck would you put this around people in a city, in the smack dead in the middle, in Landover Mall, FedEx? That ain't far from DC either. So whatever happens environmentally around that area could affect damn near the whole DMV. What? You want to put it right there? Hell to the no. That's murder. That's insane. That's crazy. Like, for real.
It was torn down years ago, and there was a plan to put a data center there. Many people didn't realize that. Now they're saying they don't want it. And so because of this community outpouring, county leaders are listening. They say they're putting in this temporary pause. Looks like it's going to last about 6 months. So they figure out how to move forward with data center development in Prince George's County.
Prince George's County is preyed upon. Prince George's County is the home of more detrimental environmental factors than any other county in the state.
I don't think it's going to bring in that much money.
I didn't know that. Wow. Let me hear her say that one more time.
Factors than any other county. Prince George's County is the home of more detrimental environmental factors than any other county in the state.
Wow. I wonder how long it's been. Y'all know I live in PG County. I'm from PG County. I wonder how long it's been like that. That's insane. That's the first time I've ever heard somebody say that about the environment. That's crazy about PG County's environment.
It's going to bring in that much money. When you look at the actual dollars and cents of it, it's not a long-term solution. It's a Band-Aid.
It is a major victory for
egregious. So yeah, that I'm actually about to pull up a clip from that specific event. But yeah, there was like a meeting about it, and a lot of people showed up for this meeting. I actually was going to go. It was the day after I got back from Chicago. Was it not the day after? It was like, I think it was the 11th, if I'm not mistaken, or the 10th. I think it was like 2 days. I forgot, but it slipped my mind. Let me say that to say the least. But I'm glad. I'm not glad. But I'm going to say it ain't the worst thing in the world that I didn't go, because look at this. Just outrage everything between. Shout out to the people that did, though. Oh, whoa. Am I playing the right thing? No, I'm not playing the right thing. 2 seconds. My bad. Wrong video. I said, hold up. Why is not playing? I mean, can I hear it? Right here.
Let me tell you guys how this PG County Quality Task Force meeting was a sham, okay? They didn't expect this many people to show up. We showed up and showed out. However, there was no meeting. There was nothing. It was to capacity and they wouldn't let us in. I'm proud of our community for showing out like this. And I supposedly heard there's supposed to be 3 more meetings. I'm hoping one is one where we can voice our concerns. Either way, we need to keep showing up like this and in numbers to show them that that data center does not belong in PG County. And just to add, Governor Westmore is up for re-election. And if Aisha lets this happen, she will be up too. And in numbers.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a fact. I'm gonna shout out to all of, as you can see, the FBA is a lot of black folk. Okay, they pulled up on this at this meeting. And like I said, matter of fact, I did forget, but I forgot, and I remember later on in the day. So I think this was from like, I feel like it ended. It was like from like 11 to like 3 or something, or sometime like early afternoon. But I remember until like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, oh damn, that what you call it was today, and that's what made me go look up the videos and stuff, and that's how I found out. But shout out to all the people who was able to make it and did go out that joint to show up and show out, because it definitely needs to be clear how the community feels about that. That can have some serious impact. Shout out to the brothers and sisters in where they in Mississippi. What is that? That box town. Somebody put it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. But I talked about that where they had a data center out there that's affecting the community out there. The brothers and sisters out there was getting bronchitis and all types of respiratory issues and egregious. Okay. In another place, I think another place where what's his name? What a white boy. Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, he has a data center out somewhere in the country in a rural area, and it was affecting a town next to it. and it was affecting the water and from underground. So they couldn't even get clean water over there because they did the data center. So I'm like, that could heavily affect, and there's a lot of Black people out here in PG County. PG County is a lot of Black people. PG County used to be one of the richest Black counties in America. Okay, richest counties, period, but definitely for Black people. So yeah, you know, I'm like, I definitely don't want that. If they do, I didn't realize it was 3 more meetings, so I'm trying to look into that. But if I can show up to one, I definitely will, because that's something I ain't going for. I'm sorry, I'm not going for no damn data center out here. That's insane. That's not even making sense. Honestly, it's not even making sense. We're in the middle of the fucking city. Why the hell would you put a damn data center right there? That's crazy. We're not even, and Maryland is huge. Why the fuck you not gonna put it in a rural part of Maryland? It's hella rural ass areas of Maryland. Like outside of the DMV, Maryland it gets country. You go further, the deeper you get into it, it's kind of like Virginia. So why the fuck y'all couldn't find, or even Virginia, y'all couldn't find somewhere in Virginia to put that shit? That's insane. No, it's giving setup. I'm not rocking with that one bit. So yes, be very careful. One more thing. Do I want to get into this? I need to get into Trey Reed. We 30 minutes in. I don't want to get into this real quick before I get into that. I'll try to double back to it. Let's get into Trey Reed. I'm gonna try to double back to this topic though. To that topic I got pulled up. 2 seconds. Hold up. How do I do this? Okay. There we go. All right. So yeah, Trey Reed. We got to get into this young brother right here because and I got to get into the brother, the joint. I had a feeling I was going to be on that first half a little bit longer, but we here with it. It's all right. So we got a couple things to get into though with Trey Reed. Trey Reed, very interesting story going on right now. So this young brother here is named Trey Reed. We're going to get into a story, but he was allegedly pronounced that it's been pronounced that he unalived himself. He killed himself. Okay. Now off the rip, Black people and suicide is already. Just that right there. Without any more details, that right there already it makes me sad. Just hearing those 2 words in the same sentence, I'm like, okay. Now the fact that he was found hanging on top of that, Black people hanging, suicide, I'm already looking like, something ain't right. I'm already got the tinfoil bonnet on. I'm already looking weird. I'm already questioning everybody involved because something probably ain't right. All right. With just those 3 ingredients, let's get into it. So it says Black student found hanging at Delta State. Police say no foul play. A Black college student who was found hanging from a tree on his school's campus in Mississippi was not the victim of foul play, law enforcement officials said, countering online speculation that he was the victim of a lynching. Also a red flag. Whenever the police are adamantly and immediately trying to dismiss something like it was nothing happened. Oh, there's no foul play. Oh, nothing wrong. No, it's a suicide. No, it's crazy. No. This just happened, y'all. It's only been a couple days. So the fact that they're already adamantly trying to push back against this online speculation that something's being wrong, justifiably so that this online speculation, y'all are so concerned about that, red flag. All right, let's keep going. DeMar Trevi, how do you pronounce this? DeMar Travion? Demartravion? I don't want to trap up that brother name. Demartravion. I think I'm getting it right. I think I'm on the right path. Trey Reed, a 21-year-old Grenada, Mississippi, from Grenada, Mississippi. Oh, I didn't even know there was such thing as Grenada, Mississippi. I thought I was about to say it was not NBA. Okay, Grenada, Mississippi was discovered at a Delta State University the morning of September 15th. Reed had only attended classes at the university for a month before his death. His family's attorney, Vanessa Jones, said at the news conference on Tuesday evening. Reed's family said on September 3rd, the college student spent time with his loved ones in his hometown where his city officials hosted Grenada Day. They said he had fun and loving spirit, and they now want answers about the circumstances surrounding his death. He went back to Delta State University, and our question is, what happened? Jones said. We're not going to point fingers at anybody. We're not going to call anybody any names. All we want is answers. What happened? The Cleveland Police Department notified Broward County Coroner's Office at 7:32 a.m. that the student, later identified as Reed, was found unresponsive. Broward County Coroner Randolph Rudy Seals Jr. wrote a report that based on preliminary examination, Reed did not suffer any lacerations, contusions, compound fractures, broken bones, or injuries consistent with an assault. At this time, there is no evidence to suggest the individual was physically attacked before his death, Seals said. Yeah, but they just said that he went to Grenada Day. He went back to school and then he just hung himself after he had high spirits and he was so fun and loving, but y'all don't see anything. You see, when they try to rush that and jump to that conclusion, like, no, it was nothing wrong. It was, we just found him unresponsive. If the family is telling you this is completely out of character for him, that should be enough of a red flag. There's no way you should be up here trying to fight this narrative so much if they're saying that if the family is so adamant on the fact that this is so out of character of him. But okay. Based on the preliminary examination, they say he didn't suffer any. They said, I wonder if the family had their own corner, if they had their own examinations done, because maybe that's what they need to do. From the sounds of it, the police department probably can't be trusted. So I think they should probably get their own PI. They probably need to get their own corner. They might need to get a GoFundMe going if they don't have one up already. Because I don't know about this, man. This could be a cover-up for all we know. They talking about he had no lacerations, no contusions. Well, okay, from what y'all say, sure. At this time, there is no evidence to suggest the individual was physically attacked before his death, Seals added. Really? So at this time, there's no evidence to suggest the individual was physically attacked. Okay. Well, just because he doesn't have any scars doesn't mean he wasn't attacked. You can be attacked and still not have any scars. If somebody got a gun up to you, I'm just saying, and is threatening to attack you with some sort of weapon, maybe you weren't attacked, but maybe you were manipulated, maybe you were forced into something. So that doesn't mean that there's no foul play just because there's no evidence of physical attack. And honestly, just because there's no scars, again, that doesn't mean that there's no evidence of physical attack. What about surveillance footage? There's no witnesses. What about his clothes? His clothes wasn't stretched out a little bit, or something. I'm just saying. At a press conference on Monday afternoon, the university chief of police and director of public safety, Michael Peeler, said investigators found no evidence of foul play. Peeler also said that Wednesday press conference that there is a video from the location where the student was found. Authorities are reviewing. Reed's attorney said the family has not received a copy of that report. Oh, so there is a video. Okay. So if y'all are reviewing the video, I think it would be pretty easy to tell if there was foul play. You're talking about there's no physical evidence. It would just be knocked out. It would be nipped in the bud if you just said, we've seen the surveillance footage. Matter of fact, now we've seen it. Here's the surveillance footage. Release it to the family. Here's the surveillance footage. This is him right before it happened. This is him. I don't know if they can see the actual act happening, like him doing it or somebody doing that to him. But if you have him on camera, it should be pretty. I would think you should be able to do that pretty steadfastly. Like that should be pretty. You would think you would want to get that evidence out to the family as quick as possible. If the last time that he's seen on camera, you would think to gain some sort of trust and be transparent, you would tell the family here, or at least have the family come up to the station to watch it. Something, confirm it's him. Something, right? But okay. At a press conference on Monday afternoon, the university's chief of police and director of public safety, Michael Peeler, said investigators found no evidence. Okay, foul play. Peeler also said that there was a video of the location where the student was found and authorities reviewing. Okay, that's why I just read. Reed's body was taken to the Mississippi State Medical Examiner Office, where the chief medical examiner began conducting a full autopsy on Wednesday. University President Dan Ennis said. He said preliminary results are expected to be available within the next day or two. Reed's uncle, Reverend Jerry L. Reed, said the 21-year-old was joyful, happy, and obedient. Every other Sunday, Jerry and a pastor at Living Faith Miracle Temple, Kogic in Grenada, said Trey would attend church. One thing he said, he wanted to be a truck driver. He wanted to go to college, said Reed's uncle. He added that he and his family want to bring the truth to light, and that's what we're looking for. Condolences to their family. That's the greatest. Seriously, outrageous, egregious, everything between. I hope their brother had a peaceful transition. How is the community reacting to the student's death? Okay, hold on. Before I get to that, do I want to get to that before I get to this? Let me see what happens next. Let me look at this. Peeler requested the assistance of multiple law enforcement agencies, including the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, Bolivar County Sheriff County Office, and Cleveland Police Department to work on an investigation, according to the school. Ennis said on Monday that he spoke to Reed's family and expressed our heartbreak. Our community is deeply saddened by this loss. Are you? Tenfold abundant. However, Jones, the family's attorney, said on Tuesday that neither Ennis nor any officials have contacted the family directly. She said the student's family members had only received information through the media or secondhand sources. Really? So the lawyer is saying the student's family members had only received information through media or secondhand. So they're lying, because he just said that he reached out to the family and said it and expressed his heartbreak. So they're already lying. Oh, they wicked. Oh, these people guilty. Something's wrong. This police department might have did this. I'm allegedly. I don't know. But from what I'm looking, the way this police department is moving, they covering some shit up. This look like they know exactly what happened to this young man. They know exactly who did it. Might have been one of their people, if not one of their family members or friends, affiliates. And they covering this shit up. That's what this is giving. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because why are y'all tripping up on little shit? You haven't even spoke directly to the family yet. How have you not, as a police chief, how have you not reached directly out to the family, knowing the national outcry this damn story could have? Why would you not directly go to the family and say, hey, we're trying to do our best to find your son, get any information you can from did he have any, yeah. Oh yeah, this ain't it. Our community is deeply sad and I recognize that there's family, and some family are not the names of that Trey gave us. I'm so sorry. And it said, we are sharing all the information we can, and we will continue. So, but hold up, the attorney but the attorney is speaking publicly. So I'm just saying, if the reporter can go find the family's attorney, that means you can. I'm confused. Now you acting like you can't go find this man's family? You're the fucking police. Find them. What are we talking about? What? Some family are not the names Trey gave us. What? I'm so sorry. We are sharing all information we can, and we will continue to work through the people that this student chose when he put his name on that form. Nah, I don't know. Something ain't right, man. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. I don't know about in what form. What are they talking about? What did I skip over? This said his name was on a form. Let me read this part. Let me just skim through it. Just 2 days into the investigation, the campus has become a target of phone threats, and said Ennis at the Wednesday morning news conference. Ennis said now that the call is under the separate investigation. Ennis said people have been calling to the university phones anonymously. Oh, so they've been calling that university too, and leaving empty threats. Gotcha. Renowned civil rights attorney Ben Crump shared a post on Instagram calling for full transparency and prayers for the family. His family deserves answers. Crump said he's been retained by the family. Oh, so Crump is working on this too. Gotcha. They've hired Crump as well, Attorney Crump. And he will work with a number of civil rights organizations to conduct a thorough and transparent investigation. Despite the coroner's report, legislators and community members said that they are still seeking answers surrounding Reed's death. Mississippi Legislative Black Caucus wrote in a statement, we are continuing to ask questions of locals local officials and remain engaged in as the investigation unfolds. We are closely watching developments to determine what further action, if any, may be necessary to ensure transparency and accountability, they wrote. Yeah, I don't know, man. I ain't rocking with that. Delta State is a small 4-year institution with a state enrollment of 2,700. During the fall semester last year, students were 48% of this. White students were 48% of this population, while black students made up 42%, according to the data of the university. Okay, so it's a majority white school. Interesting. PWI, interesting. Yeah, something don't seem right with that. I'm gonna be real. Off rip, I'm not rocking with that. Some is off. Some is off. That police department looked like they had something. I'm gonna be real. I'm not feeling what that police officer, what that police department is doing. Now, a couple things have came out since this incident has happened. This brother lost his life. More and more information is this particular video right here was going viral. A lot of people sharing it because they thought this brother claimed that he was his cousin. I'm not gonna even play the whole thing because we're gonna get into it, but let me just play a little bit of what he said.
Right now, let's go down to Mississippi. The name Trey Reed needs to ring all over the United States right now. 1, that is my cousin. 2, this is the second incident that has occurred within the last 5 years at this campus. Delta State University has had.
And let me say this too, because I just seen that the timing of this is absolutely intentional. Oh, it's weird for show. It's intentional. It's definitely intentional. I'm gonna get back to the vid, but for sure, it's not. I don't believe in coincidences. Absolutely not. Charlie just passed. Now you know the white supremacists hate taking L's. Come on, y'all know the white supremacists hate taking L's. And I was just talking about this shit on live earlier with Afro. They don't like taking L's. Moreover, in front of us, they don't like us seeing them lose. They don't like us seeing them get hurt. They want us to look at them as untouchable. As you know, they're untouchable. They're supposed to be they mock the Most High, but they're supposed to be the gods. You can't touch them. You can't hurt them. You can't. They're superior. Remember? So when it's proven otherwise, you know, they show out, to say the least.
To run in with me and their police. They tried to lock me up for no reason, and it didn't succeed in their favor. I went on a 9-month probation, and that's it. This year, just today, it was reported that my cousin was found hanging from a tree, and they trying to rule it as a suicide. Now, I just got off the phone with one of my cousins. She said she seen the reports, and it said that he was beaten and bruised. Both his arms were broken, and he had a broken leg. I'm gonna let y'all do the math. Now, this school has history for being racist. Even going all the way back to the 1980 situation that happened with the sit-in. I love to refer to that situation because that was one of the significant situations that happened with one of the black revolts that happened at the school. But still, I'm trying to be composed in this video, and I'm trying to keep it all together. But it's a lot of shit that happens on that.
All right, they kind of I'm taking a second to land this plane. Let me I don't know who that Negro is. Let me just get into it. Because I thought I was going to use that video. I'm so glad you see how things work out. I was going to use that video, react to it, because I'm thinking this might really be the brother's people. I'm like, he might really be related to something. No, I don't think that's the case here. Hold up, is this the video? Let me make sure it's the video.
Facebook.
Hold on, let me make sure this is the right video.
We don't have any line. Now I'm not.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, cool. I got 2 videos, but this is the first one. Hold up, 2 videos I want to show.
The 21-year-old black man that was found hanging in a tree in Mississippi at Delta State University. Now, I initially seen this on someone's story. Somebody reposted like a post saying that there was somebody found hanging. I didn't really like specify anything, like maybe if it was a suicide or if there was foul play or anything like that. When you actually go to search the information online, it says like an autopsy hasn't been done. They haven't really ruled foul play because they didn't see any bruises or broken limbs, which are being said that there are by his cousin online. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did believe him for a second when I initially searched up his name, Trey Reed, because that was the first video that pops up. It's the most viral video. There's someone else commenting that actually speaks to the family. Someone kind of crashing out actually, because there's this person that went viral claiming to be Trey Reed's cousin, even though he's not, because the family doesn't know him.
All over the United States right now. One, that is my cousin. Two,
Your ass fucking lying. Had to break it down to her what the fuck happened because she don't know what the fuck happened. His grandma don't know you. His mama don't know you. She don't even know you. Not only that you using my nigga name for likes and views and fucking clout and shit. Nigga, you started to go funny.
It was also stated here on Facebook, rumors are spreading so fast in Trey's incident. I am going to state that his family hasn't stated anywhere that they had any broken, that he had any broken body parts. The family doesn't know any information nor answers to what happened. We are waiting, so therefore, don't say the family has said anything. We can't talk. This is extremely emotional. Stop spreading false stories. If you want to do anything for the family, just say a prayer. There is no GoFundMe made for the family. It's a scam. Spreading a false narrative online to make money, make a GoFundMe to get extra money. People are taking it and they just running with it. And that's terrible because something tragic has happened and we don't have any information on it yet, but we got people like him. If you actually look at his videos, in that first video, he suggests that, yeah, that's his cousin. But in the other videos that he makes, it sounds like he's just prayers to the family, this, blah, 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 that. I thought you were a part of the family. It's just so weird.
Very weird behavior. I don't know who that young brother is, but that looks egregious. If you're really, I don't know why. I mean, I know it's not far-fetched because I've seen people do that before. I don't know why. I do know why. There's, clout chasing benefits, egregious money. There's ways to exploit it, but it's an egregious act for you to do, to attach yourself to a family who's going through such an egregious time. And exploit that by trying to get some sort of clout or money or whatever the hell he was trying to get from that. That's weird as fuck. And not only on top of that, for you to go in and then add extra layers to the story, like you really know what the fuck is going on. Like, why would you sit up there and say, yeah, they found him and his arms was broken, his legs was broken. Now it's giving foul play for sure. It's giving he was definitely lynched. Why would you do that if you don't have for sure 100% real information, real evidence to put up that was, come on, that's just weird as shit. Why would you do it? Especially with this being such a fresh story. That's so that's so infuriating. It's such disgusting and trifling behavior, for you to participate in. Why would you even that's not something you play with. I pray nothing like that, knock on wood, nothing like that happens to that young brother or young brother he knows. But I mean, come on now. I need for you to act like you're a black man in America and you know it. You understand the consequences that may come with being that. Because you playing with a young man's family, who just lost their son. That's insane. I don't like that. Now here's another clip too, because this is actually Poor Man's Podcast. It's a clip from him on TikTok. I guess he was live, but he was able to get in contact with some of the brother's family. So let's see.
Somebody who knows Trey Reed on a very personal level. His family is
not his family, but somebody who knows Trey Reed's family on a personal level. Let me say he got in contact with a plug connect.
Come out and talked about this situation. And out of respect of our private communication and his grievances, I'm not going to expose everything that we said in the private conversation that we had. But after this little clip, I'll tell you a little bit about what he told me regarding this situation. And there's been a lot of lies. Let's get into it.
Tonight, there are unanswered questions in the hanging of a Delta State University student. Good evening. I'm Megan West.
And I'm Troy Johnson. A 21-year-old found hung in a tree on campus early this morning. That body found around 7 o'clock by a faculty member. The discovery led to all classes being canceled. The family of the victim, Trey Reed, described him as a quiet, light, sweet, and well-mannered person. They are asking for prayers tonight as Delta State students react to the unsettling news of his death. Authorities say the body of 21-year-old DeMartavian Trey Reed was found hanged from a tree by a faculty member near the pickleball courts. Word spread quickly throughout the Cleveland campus.
By the pickleball courts, that word pickleball. I don't know. I've been looking at that word pickleball weird ever since they said Jamie Foxx was playing pickleball after his when they were saying that he was sick or about to die. Remember that whole thing he went through? He was like he had a stroke or something. He was about to die, but then he didn't die. But then they thought he did. He was critical condition, but then he wasn't. He was just magically out of fucking nowhere playing pickleball. He's no longer in critical condition. He's playing pickleball. And a couple other weird conspiracies surrounding with pickleball in it too. I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of like one of their words. I'm not gonna, I keep the tinfoil bonnet on. I just want y'all to know. If you watch my shit, this type of language shouldn't be surprising. But just them using that, the fact that he was found by the pickleball court, I think is a little interesting. Let me just say that.
Leaving students and others concerned and worried.
Well, because I am a Black student, hearing that happened to another Black student, it really made me feel. It's make me feel unsafe. I do have to walk to class, and I like to go walk on the track, and it would be happy to know like what happened.
Delta State University Police Chief Michael Peeler says investigators found no evidence of foul play.
But pending an investigation, further investigation, and also from the medical examiner's office, we won't have more information until that part has been done.
And members of Reed's family are insisting on a thorough investigation.
Please, 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 please do your research on this.
This is the part that I like to have a conversation about. I spoke to somebody who knows Trey Reed personally. This man was a liar. This is a fake guy. And he also made a GoFundMe in Trey Reed's name in order to profit off of it. This guy is a complete liar. He's a fabricator. He has no connection to Trey Reed at all. And I heard that directly in communication with somebody who was close to Trey Reed. Now, I'm not saying as far as the situation, if this is race related or if it was foul play or not, I don't know that, but I know that this dude is a liar.
Charlie Kirk situation right now. Let's go down to Mississippi. The name Trayvon Reed needs to ring all over the United States right now. 1, that is my cousin. 2, this is the second incident that has occurred within the last 5 years at this campus. Delta State University, and that's it. Hanging from it, and it said that now this school situation, but that I reported that nobody did nothing about. Why?
That's not true.
We gotta wrap it up.
His family has come out and said that so far there's been no proof of broken bones. That's not true. So we don't have any conclusive evidence yet. I don't know if there was foul play. I'm not sure, but I'm saying right now what I know, because I like to deal with facts. I don't like to deal with fiction, and I don't like to deal with assumptions. I know for sure right now, as of now, this man is a liar. People who are close to Trey Reed told me, and people who are in his family that are making posts on Facebook currently are saying that they have no relation to this man, and they didn't even know that he was making these types of videos. When people were coming to them talking about broken bones, they didn't know what they were talking about because they don't know this man.
Not let them sweep nothing else under the rug.
He's a liar.
Enough is enough.
DSU police requested assistance from the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation.
That's sick as hell for him to be lying about that. If he really did make a GoFundMe, that's insane. That's egregious.
Bolivar County Sheriff's Office and Cleveland Police Department. Meantime, students hope they can get answers about Monday's shocking and unsettling discovery.
I'm a nursing student. I have to walk early mornings or wherever the case may be. So it's just about just knowing what happened and knowing
how to move on campus. Continue try to be out and be seen and be noticed, or if it's probably safer to stay in your room, and we just need to know how to move. Or do we need to go home?
Well, no schools in the.
I'm glad them sisters is thinking about that though, because they ain't saying we just want to make sure he was. He did seem a little down. We just want to make sure that was it. It seems like they leaning more towards we know something happened. Probably because they know that them crackers out there is a little. They might have had 1 or 2 incidents dealing with somebody. They know how them people move out there. So yeah, they we just need to know. We need how we need to move. It was somebody on our campus. Was it somebody off our campus? Okay, we need to stay in the dorms. What's going on? Yeah, they know what's up.
Area were put on lockdown. Police say there is no ongoing threat to campus safety at Delta State.
How do you know if there's no ongoing threat to campus safety if you haven't finished the investigation?
Exactly. But the fact that they're trying to rush that is such a red flag. These people are trying to cover something up. The school might even be involved. Honestly, that's what it's giving me. It's giving me the school and the police. They might be in cahoots. Like literally trying to cover this shit up because why are y'all trying to act like, oh no, he's just trying to brush everything. Oh no, we don't. Y'all are still waiting on a medical exam. Oh, but there's no contusions, no lacerations. No, it couldn't have been he got physically attacked. We're gonna finish the medical examination, but just know that he didn't get attacked. He couldn't have got attacked. Oh no. We ain't finished the investigation yet, but I promise you, campus is safe. It's completely safe. What? Y'all ain't even finished doing your damn job yet. How the fuck are you gonna tell me? Wouldn't you advise me to stay home just in case we do find some sort of foul play? But they're so adamant on them wanting you to believe that there was no foul play. That's all they don't give a damn about the safety of the other students. It seems like they're just worried about the narrative being pushed that there was no foul play. Yeah, school, everybody looking guilty right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Investigation first. And I want to be clear, my stance on this is neutral. I don't know if there was foul play or not because no one knows if there was foul play or not. Out of respect for his privacy, I blocked out a few things and I'm not going to show the full conversation. But if you look, it says today at 4:45 p.m. I literally just got done doing this. I said, yo, bro, I'm a YouTuber and I wanted to know if the man that claimed to be Trey's cousin is his real cousin. He said, no, they're not related at all. Alexis S. Reed, so I'm assuming she might be related to Trey Reed, said, rumors are spreading so fast in Trey's incident. I'm going to state that his family hasn't stated anywhere that he's had any broken body parts. The family does GoFundMe made from
rumor, and that the family asked that rumor stops going.
If they actually have an authentic one. And he said there is no GoFundMe. We just want prayers and we just want justice.
So somebody
they need a GoFundMe though, because y'all need more than prayer and justice. And y'all need more than just prayer. Let me say that. In order to get justice, y'all gonna need a GoFundMe. Y'all might need a GoFundMe at least, but relying on them suspected white supremacists over there at that damn police department, I don't know. I wouldn't bet on them.
Close to the Trey Reed family has come out and said that the broken bones are a false rumor, and that the family asked that rumor stops going around. They've hired a private person to do the autopsy report to try to get a new autopsy to see what's going on.
Okay.
I removed my old video because I don't want to monetize. I was spreading false information. I don't want to do that. So I did get a little worked up and jumped the gun, bro, because I really can't stand racists. Like I don't like. I know what real racism look like, and I don't like that.
One, that is my cousin. Two,
Okay, but that brother, I don't know who that brother was, but he said that they are paying for their own private investigation. That's what's up. That's a bless. I hope so. That's why I'm like, they need to GoFundMe. What a GoFundMe at?
That's true. I'm gonna tell y'all this just like this for them.
Maybe they don't need to GoFundMe. Maybe they got it. Shout out to them.
I don't even feel like getting into this shit. That's not that boy cousin. Trey didn't even fuck with him. How I know? Because I actually talked to his people. Matter of fact, I just got off the phone with one of his cousins. Had to break it down to her what the fuck happened because she don't know what the fuck happened. So I had to tell her what happened. Right? She also talked about you, cousin. Nigga, y'all not related. His grandma don't know you. His mama don't know you. She don't even know you, cousin. Oh, and let me tell you what your cousin said too. Not only that you using my nigga name for likes and views and fucking clout and shit. Nigga, you started a GoFundMe?
Yeah, that's
a GoFundMe, nigga?
That's insane.
Where the fuck that money going, boy?
Not to his damn family.
Weird. Fucking lying saying that Trey Reed.
That's for sure.
Huh?
Spreading awareness is one thing, but getting on this app and fucking lying saying that Trey Reed was your cousin and he's fucking not, that's weird as shit, bro. That's weird. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about right now, the dude that went viral, his post probably had like 1.5 million views saying that Trey Reed was his cousin and spreading a bunch of false information. That's weird. That's weird as hell. That's why I reported all of your videos. Spreading awareness is one thing, but claiming to be the family when you're not, and then potentially open up a GoFundMe, that's weird, bro.
So this is a very sensitive situation, guys. Give it time.
Yeah, that's insane. We'll have to see how this unfolds because we don't have any real. We ain't got no other. We ain't got no other information for right now, unfortunately. But prayerfully, again, their family does get justice. I hope that they do, even if they don't need to GoFundMe. I feel like at the very least, if you lost your child to the system of white supremacy, to white supremacists specifically, I mean, the least we could do You know, the least we could do to help you out, help you and your family out, is to pay for some legal fees, pay for some, you know, a funeral, something, you know. So even if they don't necessarily need it, I think that's something that somebody in their family should think about doing, because y'all shouldn't have to take no financial losses, you know, because of something that y'all had no control over, or y'all, you know, are a victim of. So yeah, egregious. If they don't have apparently they don't have a GoFundMe right now, but if they do get one, definitely put it in the description. If you're watching this on the playback, put it in the comments. I'll pin it, or I'll pin it later if I do see it, or I might talk about. I probably end up talking about this again as more details come out. To be honest, because I am curious to see what exactly happened to this young man, and I do want his family to get justice for him if it was foul play involved, which I do suspect. So yeah. Now another thing, let me get into this real quick before because I've been seeing a slew of information about this right here. Hold up 1 second. Let me start with the with a news clip. Let's start with the news clip. Let's get into it.
New surveillance footage. It shows the moments leading up to and following a senseless random attack on the light rail in Charlotte. So you can actually see the victim, a 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee, sat right in front of the suspect, the man in the red.
Sorry, you think the dude should be arrested, Marcus Moore? You think, bruh, who's low-key scamming? You know what? I ain't even mad at that, to be honest. I think that's just some real trifling shit to do. I'm thinking about it from more of like a moral perspective. Like, that's just such bad character, for you to be trying to attach yourself to a family just for whatever reason, outside of trying to get justice for that family, is just weird as hell. Arrested? What's the charge though? What are you going? I mean, I ain't mad at that, but what's the charge? Was that a misdemeanor for like impersonation, or like, I don't know. I think that's a petty charge, but I mean, I don't know. That's I mean, I'm not mad at consequences come with that, because that is that's just hella egregious. Hell yeah, he should be arrested. Oh yeah. What's the charges? Interesting. That's an interesting take though. But yeah, I think that is an egregious act. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy as hell.
Hoodie identified as DeCarlos Brown. He then attacked her from behind for no reason, but we won't show.
You know what? If he's still, I'm sorry. Let me start this over because I'm still thinking about the last story. I'm gonna make sure I got my full attention on this. I'm gonna start it over. But you know what? I guess it could be like theft. If he gets money for doing it, then that would be like theft, right? Or like fraud. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting money for you're saying this for one reason, but you're not really using that. Is it or impersonating? Because technically you are impersonating a family member too. So I mean, I don't know. I guess there is a way you could make a charge from that, but egregious either way.
New surveillance footage. It shows the moments leading up to and following a senseless random attack on the light rail in Charlotte. So you can actually see the victim, a 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee, sat right in front of the suspect, the man in the red hoodie identified as DeCarlos Brown. He then attacked her from behind for no reason, but we won't show the actual stabbing. So medical professionals pronounced her dead at the scene. Brown removed his hoodie, then exited the train. Authorities arrested him. They believe he and the victim did not know each other. So I'm going to go live now to Anna Schechter, CBS News senior coordinating producer for our crime and public safety unit. Quite some video to look at there. Something that stands out here is Brown's record. We're talking about 16 arrests prior to this one. So do we know if he was on a police watch list?
Well, he certainly had served time. He'd been in and out of prison. There was a 2014 incident of aggravated assault and robbery that he served several years for. So when it comes to a police watch list, not necessarily, but certainly he had a known criminal record. But it raises the question, he was not serving any time or under probation at the moment of this crime. So it raises the question about how law enforcement handles people who were struggling with mental health. There was a documented instance. In fact, his mother had actually called and raised a red flag after he got out of prison after that 2015 incident, the 2015 time served. So just a really challenging situation. Does law enforcement lock someone up because they have a criminal history, because there's documented mental health. It's a big question, and policy makers and law enforcement have been struggling with how to answer that question. And it's a bigger question for our society. Certainly, law enforcement didn't think that there was any reason to believe he would carry out this senseless, random act of violence in the way he did, resulting in this horrific death of this Ukrainian refugee.
Yeah. You know, we're at a time of easily accessible crime video. So let's talk about perception. So right now, there's a debate around the country just how much violent crime is actually happening. Can you help us kind of connect perception?
Yeah, that's funny. She brought up her perception. I think that was, I was about to get into that, into perception. I think this is some propaganda. I ain't gonna lie. I got a 10-4 bonnet off of this. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. What color jacket? Do he got on the red jacket in this damn video too? And he got on the red jacket. It's giving ritual. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. This shit giving ritual. I ain't gonna lie to you. Off rip, red flags. 10-4 bonnet, red flags off rip. Ukrainian white woman working at a pizza shop called Zapetti's. Suspicious. Number two, the fact that you have this black man with a track record who has mental health issues in a red hoodie, 10-4 bonnet, that randomly just decides to get up and stab this woman. And if you've seen the actual video, which I don't want to see that shit, I'm sorry. But I've seen some commentary. We're going to get into somebody's commentary. I've seen a couple videos, a couple people talking about it. And I'm going to just say, from what it looked like in the video, from what people say it looked like in some of the stills I've seen, it looked a little set up. It looked a little acted out. It wasn't even giving Charlie Kirk vid. I'm going to just say that. She was stabbed in the neck. It wasn't giving Charlie Kirk. I mean, he was shot, but it was a little different. But I've seen some people that said that you couldn't even see no blood until she dropped to the floor. Like she don't even realize, like you can't even tell she's injured for real at first, but you can kind of see that in the video before she drops to the floor. So yeah, it looks real suspicious. Let me say that. Okay. Yeah, the fact that this brother has a long track record too, and we know the fact that he's mentally ill and has a police track record. And even the way that they said that, because you know what news channel is this? That's funny. CBS News. It's funny that she even asked the question, do you think he was on some sort of police watch list? He probably was. This man could be a sleeper agent. This man could have been under MK Ultra. Who the fuck knows? He could have been under all type. They could have had him under some sort of wild ass drugs, put him under some sort of psychosis. I mean, I'm just saying it looks hella weird. Let me get into the article. I'm just saying, that's just me all first rip, me just looking at some of it. It looks weird. I'm not going to lie to you. This just random black man, even with her, even as a white woman, I didn't see so many white women get on the bus. The fact that she got on the bus and sat right in front of this man, I'm not saying that as a white illegal, what is it called? Immigrant, working at a pizza shop, that she wouldn't choose to just come on the bus, be distracted on the phone and sit in front of this black man. But what I'm saying is, most of the time, when white women get on the bus and there's some black people around, they tend to go where the niggas ain't. So the fact that she got on this bus and sat right in front of this man, red flag number 4. It's weird. This shit looks weird. Off rip. Shit looks weird. I'm like, what type of fucking white woman? I'm just saying, it's weird. I don't know why. There's not a lot of white women I see do shit like that just coming to play. I'm sorry. Even the liberals still usually go off and sit by their damn selves. I'm just saying. But even if you want to make it a racial thing, the fact that you're a woman by yourself, me as a woman by myself, I'm not going to sit directly in front of a man. I'm going to go somewhere where my back is sitting against somewhere nobody's sitting behind me. Okay, I'm going to make sure wherever a possible threat is going to be in front of me or somewhere I can, beside me, not behind me, where I can't do shit about it. That's just, come on, even if I'm distracted on the phone, I'm still going to look up and be like, oh, let me get over there by that leg. Let me get that window seat. Let me get that. I'm not about to sit right in front of no day. I'm just saying, especially when I get off work. We talking about this is at nighttime. You just got off work. I work late. I'm still very precautious, and I drive to work. Nigga, I'm very precautious as I'm walking to my car, which is parked in a garage, and I still be looking around every 5 minutes on my phone. Let me make sure everybody follow me. Let me make sure anybody following me. Let me make sure anybody watching my car. Let me make sure anybody looking at what car I'm about to get into. Let me make sure anybody trying to sneak up behind me. I get in the car, immediately lock doors. car's on. Okay, even if I sit there for a second, the car's on and the doors is locked. So if a nigga come by, I'm skirt. We up out of here. Okay, so I'm just saying, a lot of women think like that. If you to be a foreigner in this land, you not thinking like that, and you probably got some. I'm just saying. Let's get into it. Let me read a little bit of the article. A grand jury has indicted DeCarlos Brown Jr. for the murder of a 23-year-old Irina Zartuska, who was fatally stabbed in late August while riding the Charlotte Light Rail. The incident handed down on September 15th formally charges Brown with the first-degree murder. He is accused of stabbing Zaruska on August 22nd while both were on a Cat's Blue Line. According to the Charlotte Mecklenburg police and cat surveillance video release of the attack, there was no prior interaction between the two before Brown attacked her. Another weird thing is there was other people already on the train. Why did he wait for this one white girl to get on the train to attack her? Why didn't he attack one of the other people that was already? It's like 4 other people sitting on the train, literally. And why? I'm gonna get it to that part when we get to the commentary. But why this specific white girl? Why? Let's see. According to Charlotte, the violent stabbing happened shortly before 10 p.m. near the East-West Boulevard station in South End. Witnesses directed CMPD officers to Brown, who was found nearby wearing clothes matching 9/11 descriptions. Brown also had a laceration on his hand, according to the police. A folding knife was found near the outbound platform. Security video shows Zaruska taking a seat near the suspect before Brown suddenly stood up and stabbed her in the throat. She tragically died at the scene a few minutes later. That's egregious. I'll read everything between. Hopefully she had a peaceful transition. That's an egregious way to go out though, but probably her last thoughts wasn't was warm. Brown was taken into custody that night and later hospitalized for treatment before he was transported to the Mecklenburg County Detention Center. He currently remains there without bond. An order was also filed for Brown to be committed to Central Regional Hospital, Butner for a period not to extend 60 days for observation and treatment to determine his capacity to proceed. An administrative court hearing is scheduled for this October. Yeah, he might need to plead. He might need to plead crazy. With a banner at, damn, Marcus, you late as hell. I appreciate you man saying it though, but damn, you late as hell. I should have been had that up. I'm tripping. Egregious. I read everything between. Appreciate you though saying so. Yeah, what was that? My bad. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, he might need to plead crazy. I ain't gonna lie. If they said he had he already has a mental health record. Anyways, yeah. Honestly, the act looks crazy. If this is what it is, they're trying to make it out to be. If this really was just a random man stabbing a random lady, that's crazy as hell. Regular people who try to murder or stab somebody is for a reason. Like you have good reason. Even if it's not good reason, there's a reason. For him to have no reason, you got to be a fucking psycho. So it's like, yeah, you got to be, yeah, you might need to be hospitalized. If Brown does not request a formal arraignment within 21 days of receiving the indictment, a not guilty plea will be entered on his behalf by the court. At this time, Brown has not entered a plea. Wow, he hasn't even said if he's guilty or not. He hasn't even pled guilty or not. So interesting, very interesting. But yeah, I'm not putting that past no damn government that they wouldn't set no shit up like that, especially in these times. Especially, hold up, when you got stuff like this, when they're trying to politicize everything. Charlie Kirk's death was heavily politicized. And the fact that this happened right around the same time, I don't believe is a coincidence. Charlotte train stabbing put spotlight on woke DA. They don't give a damn about that girl getting stabbed. They give a damn about how they can make the public perceive it, and so they can influence the public to push what they want. That's what it's giving me. Let me just read a little bit. Nasty as fucking know what you call. Let me read a little bit of this article though. Violent crime in Charlotte was 13% higher in 2024 than in 2018, despite decrease after 2019 era crime surge, according to the FBI data that reports homicide, rape, robbery, and aggravated assault. Left-wing officials such as Democrat Mecklenburg County DA Spencer Merriweather, who was focused on promoting racial equity in the justice system, are now under renewed scrutiny since the August 22nd arrest of a mentally ill suspect with a lengthy criminal record in the murder of a Ukrainian immigrant, Irina Zareska. I'm not sure. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but surveillance camera footage released on Friday show. Okay, I don't need the whole details. Why do they keep putting his head up here? It's egregious. The August stabbing reflects a larger problem. The August stabbing reflects a larger problem of violent crime under the left-leaning officials in Mecklenburg County who have prioritized addressing supposed racial bias in the justice system. Now, what is given is they just trying to get at the left. That's what they're using. It seems like they're trying to use this as a ploy to get at the left. I'm just saying, and it's funny because they try to say that with Charlie Kirk's thing, because they try to make it the Charlie Kirk shooter. They try to say that he was some sort of, basically they try to paint him out at first to be some sort of like left extremist. They was calling him, he put fascists on bullets and all types of shit. They try to paint him out to be that. I think he's been exposed now as otherwise. But yeah, it's like, I don't think this is a coincidence that these are happening back to back, and then you get these narratives, these articles out just as soon as it's happening. Oh, well, the DA is left. The only reason the crime is like that's because it's in a left-leaning city. And so that's why, it's like, this is, yeah, I don't know. And as we inch closer and closer to the midterms, I'm just saying, I don't think none of this shit is a coincidence. Shout out to the good brother, Eddie Griffin. I love watching his,
fucking with me.
Nigga News Network. Okay. That should be on point. So, but he did a little clip talking about this too. I want to hear his perspective.
There's a play going on, y'all. Just hear me out. There's a play. There's too much shit happening at one time. Somebody is trying to kick off martial law. Somebody is trying to lock this country down. Be careful what you ingest. Some of this shit is paid actors. Everybody keeps telling me that it's real. This young lady was stabbed to death on this train. But the shit that was fucking with me, how come none of them women went over and helped her after the dude got off the train? Do they see that shit every day? I mean, what the fuck was that about? That's what makes me feel like those were bought and paid for actors.
Hey, look, he said it, not me. He said it, not me. Shout out to Eddie Griffin. Before I continue, he made a very good point. Because even though, I don't even fuck with white people. Y'all don't even fuck with them. No damn Karen. But if I'm on a bus and I see a brother stab the shit out of a white woman and then run off, I'm not going to sit there. I'm probably going to grab a jacket. I'm going to grab my shirt. I'm going to grab, oh my God, you need some help? Let me call the police. Oh my God, put pressure on it. Nobody did that. I mean, I get fight, flight, and freeze, but everybody froze? Nobody on the bus? And that's just from the surveillance footage that you can see. There's still the bus driver. There's other people on the bus. Nobody ran back there to her aid if she was dying? And she's a white woman. I mean, that would even be even more believable if she was a black woman. But a white woman, a fragile, frail, blonde-haired, blue-eyed little white woman gets stabbed by a black man. I mean, just that imagery alone. And nobody came to say nothing. Nobody came and helped nobody. Really? I mean, just how likely is that? Just think about that happening somewhere near you and how likely that is to happen. I live around majority black people. That's not very likely. It's not very likely to happen. So that's a little weird. It's a little unbelievable.
If he's stabbing her in the neck, I'd see no blood until she fell on the floor. Then there's a big old puddle of blood. Everybody that was on that train did nothing. They acted like what they were, extras. I'm telling you, we're being played. It's a movie. They trying to lock down this motherfucking country. Do not buy into the motherfucking bullshit. And if she is dead, my condolences to this young lady's family. But I'm quite sure she got a first-class ticket back to Ukraine, brand new apartment, all that shit.
No map. Shout out to Eddie Griffin. That brother stay with the 10 full bond. He stay with the 10 full Koofy here, brother. He stay with the 10 full Koofy strapped. Okay, on him. But look, I feel it though. Like for real, how do we know? How do we know? You got a mentally ill brother and you got an immigrant. How do we know that she's even dead? That's a fact. She could be back in the fucking Ukraine and we would have no clue. Who's going to tell? Who's going to tell us? Somebody out there taking pictures over there? Like, come on. You know, look at how ambiguous even she looks. She don't even look like this. This could be any white woman. She don't look distinctly Ukrainian. This looks like a random ass, regular, average white woman. She could pass as damn near anybody. All you gotta do is change her hair color. She looks like not completely, but she looks different enough for you not to tell. So I mean, for real, she could be somewhere on fucking SP Island for all we know. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is this look, and the timing of this is impeccable. And then not only with just the Charlie Kirk thing and them trying to politicize the left, trying to make the right look more radical, and the right trying to make the left look more radical. But even what Trump is doing now with the federal takeovers, just like the brother said, they're trying to shut the country down. This is what it feels like is orchestrated violence. It's orchestrated crime. But why are they doing that? To enforce martial law? Is that what it is? Because that's what I think brother was talking about. Eddie Griffin. I think that's what he was getting to. Is this to force to justify martial law? Because right now it would look crazy doing that. But if you have school shooters, you got people getting shot. Not only school shooters, because there actually was a school shooting. I think like the day before the Charlie Kirk shooting, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I need to look into that. But school shooters, you got people getting shot on school campuses. You got people getting hung on school campuses. You got young women getting stabbed on buses. It feels like it looks like an orchestrated buildup to something. Okay. So yeah, just be very careful. Be very careful, because the propaganda is absolutely real. These people do not mind sacrifice. They don't mind using sacrificial lambs. They don't mind losing a couple of their own to get to the bigger goal. You feel me? And benefit them as a group. You know, they can lose a couple if it's going to benefit them at the end. So yeah, egregious, outrageous, everything between. If she did lose her life, yeah, like Eddie said, RIP. I hope she had a peaceful transition, but as if she is gone. I wish the best for the brother. I'm not sure if he has some mental health issues for real. I pray that he does get those treated, so the brother can do better. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just not believing that. I ain't believing that off rip. I'm not taking that for what it is. The baby made a weird ass music video about this. I know. I seen a clip of it. I was actually going to react to it. But see, that's another reason why I love Twitch, because Twitch don't be copyright shit. So Twitch, me and Amir, everything that I can't react to on here, I basically react to it on Twitch. Not everything, some stuff we don't talk about on there. But yeah, stuff like that music video, me and Amir are going to react to, because she's seen the clip of it too, and she couldn't fucking believe it. I said, damn, I was mad she even seen the clip of it, because I wanted her to watch it with fresh eyes on our next stream. So yeah, next time we go live, which will probably be Friday night, more than likely. We'll go live Friday night. We're going to react to that. Yeah, that was egregious. I don't know what the baby is out his rabbit ass mind, making that fucking video. I get it. You from Charlotte, so I don't know if you want to pay homage or something, but like to a white woman, a Ukrainian white woman, we don't even know if it was racist or not. I'm good. Anyways, let me get up off here. Follow me on TikTok, ZZ Rants, on Instagram, ZZ Rants. Follow me on subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitch, A-Twins. Subscribe to my other channel. Okay, other podcast with my good brother Afro, For the Culture Podcast. We got a new episode coming for y'all very soon, so make sure you subscribe so you can get that when it drops. If you want some exclusive or I just posted a video on Patreon actually. If you want some exclusive, okay, or some videos that I don't have available on YouTube anymore, you can become a member or join my Patreon. Either way is appreciated. Thank you in advance. Other than that, baby, hey Zazie and Chad, learned about you through AE, and I've been binging. Oh, you've been binging my channel. Well, thank you, Latanya. My auntie name is Latanya. We call her Aunt Tanya. So thank you, Aunt Tanya. That's a blessing. Appreciate you. All right, I gotta get up off here for real, y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. And let me just put this little gem in here right quick. Charlie Kirk is gone, y'all. He's gone. I know these white supremacists upset, and you know they still doing real disrespectful shit to George Floyd and to certain other black. Of course, I'm just saying they even making fun of the brother Trey Reed now, which is, you see how ironic it is. How these black, let me just say this to the black folk, to the black people that was the black Americans, moreover, who was chastising all these Christians, who was chastising all black people. Oh, y'all can't be laughing at y'all are the devil. Y'all are falling for the devil. That man was a man of God. Y'all are falling for the tricks of the devil. This is evil. This is wicked. Y'all talking about this man. Y'all can't even leave condolences. Oh, this is, and look how they doing Trey Reed. I want you to go look up some of the shit they saying about Trey Reed. Just that quick. You see how quick these people are? That actress, Jamie Lee Curtis, that her white supremacist ass. And she's a U-ish. She's a small head white supremacist of that. Jamie Lee Curtis. She up here crying and shit. I don't know if y'all seen that. She was up there crying, bawling her fucking eyes out. Oh my God, I didn't agree with him, but he was such a good man. He was a man of faith. And not even 4 days later, what do we got now? These crackers right back on the internet doing the same thing that black Christians was trying to chastise black people for doing. And we wasn't even doing it as worse. These memes I'm saying about Trey Reed ain't even, those are 10 times as worse. I'm seeing as the ones I seen for Charlie Kirk. They are 10 times as worse. The ones I'm seeing for Charlie Kirk ain't even as bad as George Floyd or for Trayon. They still got memes of them brothers. And y'all want to talk to me about how I reacted to Charlie Kirk. Right. And it's funny because a lot of these same black Christians, I ain't even seen y'all say shit about Trey Reed yet. But you so fucking worried about Charlie Kirk. It's time for me to go. I love y'all. B1, baby. Okay. I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.
We do not play by our green. You fuck with the team. Might find your West in the creek. We crossing our T's. We don't never miss it.